sending mass agents without warrants into communities of color to terrorize the people who live there.
Home Depot. One thing that I heard that is pretty helpful is like if you see something like this happening, you see somebody just being illegally detained, ask them their name, make sure that you get whatever information you can get from them so that if they are disappeared, which is ridiculous that that's in the chat, family can start there as far as being able to find it. Hey everybody, this is Dean FM, Dean Fraser Milford here for your creature. What? And today, I wanted to do another reaction video. This one's going to be to Representative Jasmine Crockett. Trump turned ICE into a modern slave patrol. People are dying. As you all know, ICE is out here acting a fool, acting a rampant mess, just being a whole nuisance. But baby, it's like, get a club. Please make sure to like and subscribe.
Thank you so much to the ranking member and again to the mayor for calling this. But let me be clear. Donald Trump is running the most openly racist immigration regime in modern American history.
Never seen anything
I've
like
said it once and I'll say it again. Donald Trump's mass deportation system makes me think of what a modern day slave patrol would look like. Slave patrols were armed groups empowered by the government to control, intimidate, and terrorize people solely based on color. That's what's happening now. Donald Trump is sending mass agents without warrants into communities of color to terrorize the people who live there.
Home Depot.
And the reason that I want to make sure that I draw out this link, because we heard Maxine say that black and brown is coming together. I want to be clear about this. This should not just be the immigrant community. This should be all of us united, because we know united we stand, divided we fall. And unfortunately, this last election, we allowed ourselves to be divided. Now, Ms. Velez, it's my understanding that you were detained by federal agents while you were on your way to work. Is that correct? Did any of these agents present you with a warrant?
No.
An explanation?
I don't say their names. Nope. Nope.
Did they do anything other than illegally detain and arrest you?
Yeah.
Did they even identify themselves?
No, they did not.
Okay. Donald Trump has created an environment where these agents believe they are above the law. And one of the things that the ranking member just said was that there's a level of dehumanization.
Yep.
It is in that dehumanization, whether we are talking about the language they use to describe human beings, or whether we talk about the fact that they don't feel as if certain people are entitled to their constitutional rights. That is why Ms. Velez, unfortunately, was denied her constitutional rights, which we know she was supposed to enjoy in, just like those in our immigrant community.
One thing that I heard that is pretty helpful is like if you see something like this happening, you see somebody just being illegally detained, ask them their name, make sure that you get whatever information you can get from them so that if they are disappeared, which is ridiculous that that's in the chat, family can start there as far as being able to find it. At the end of the day, you can't really intervene. I know that I would want to intervene. Be careful, make sure that you can help as much as you can, make sure that you record. It's not right. Of course, this is dehumanizing. These people are screaming often, and for that, it's like, use your voice.
It is also the most violent and deadly immigration regime in decades. More people have died this year in ISIS custody than in any year since the early 2000s, and the year is not over. Ms. Kozlowski, talk to me about the disturbing reports of unsanitary and inhumane conditions, which are partly responsible for the increase in deaths at the federal detention facilities.
The conditions that we see in the federal detention centers, from holding facilities to facilities across the country, are absolutely deplorable. They are deadly, as you have pointed out. But we see conditions where people are denied medical care, where people are harmed while in custody, where people are held incommunicado from their families. What we are seeing right now are the most horrific conditions, and they are simply designed to get people to give up on their cases. They're intentionally cruel, being kept away from their families. In some cases, we've seen people in the midst of chemotherapy treatments, people on dialysis who are being held in conditions where they don't have access to bathrooms, where they're given rotten food, where they're in places that are so crowded, rooms that are meant for just a dozen people with 60 people in them, that they can't even lay down despite their delicate medical conditions.
Thank you so much. Listen, Donald Trump has dehumanized people of color for decades. I want y'all to understand this is who he is. This is an actual feature of what it is to be Donald Trump. Instead of a flaw, he demanded the execution of innocent black boys. He has been sued many times for racial discrimination. He called African nations shithole countries. He said that, quote, immigrants poison the blood of our country. And he's repeatedly refused to denounce white supremacy. In fact, he's hired many white supremacists to work in this administration. And now they're carrying out this racist and violent mass deportation, and it is destroying our country. LA, we stand with you, and we stand with the rest of this country. Thank you so much.
If one of us falls, we all fall. Let's make sure that we fight for each other's rights the best we can. Leave anybody out of the picture. Never leave anybody out of the fight. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.